Let me tell you something, and this might sting a little. When he doesn't text back, he's already moved on. I know, you're thinking, wait, that can't be true. Maybe he's busy, maybe he's stressed. And yeah, maybe, but here's the part nobody wants to admit. Ignoring you isn't innocent. It's rarely random. It's rarely harmless, that silence. It's the first quiet step of emotional replacement you didn't even see coming. I've seen this happen more times than I can count. People invest weeks, months, sometimes years. They think, he's just distracted. She's just tired. But the truth is, human nature doesn't work that way. Desire doesn't pause for your schedule. Lust doesn't wait for your explanations, attraction. It moves toward what values it most. And when someone starts drifting away, it doesn't always announce itself with fireworks or drama. Most of the time it's quiet, subtle, almost invisible. Think about it for a second. You've been texting, calling, maybe even sending little just checking in messages, and at first they reply, then slower, then later, then nothing, not a day, not an hour, nothing, and your mind goes into overdrive. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? You start analyzing every word, every pause, every emoji. And here's the brutal truth. That energy, that anxiety is exactly what they notice. Not because it makes you less, but because it's a signal. A signal that you're already emotionally invested while they're mentally moving on. Here's another truth nobody talks about. Most people think ignoring is passive, that it's a neutral act, but it isn't. Ignoring is a move, a choice. It's a silent poker bet. It's the moment they start testing the waters, feeling what life would be like without you. That quiet, it's not absence, it's observation. It's a subtle way to measure what's replaceable, what's optional, what no longer commands attention. And this isn't about love being gone. Sometimes love is still there in a way, but desire, lust, the magnetic pull that keeps someone thinking about you when they're not around, that doesn't linger once the mind finds another outlet. Think of it like a market. Desire is the stock. Attention is the investment. And when the other person slowly pulls their capital back, it's because they see something that promises better returns, or maybe just less friction, less effort, more novelty. I want you to really picture this. Imagine sitting in a casino. You're playing a slot machine. At first, it pays out little rewards, tiny flashes of excitement. You keep feeding it, hoping for more. Then, slowly, the machine stops. The lights dim. The sound fades. But you keep feeding it, convinced that a jackpot is just around the corner. That's exactly what it feels like when someone slowly stops responding. You're still invested. They've already walked to another machine, quietly, calmly, unnoticed. Here's the kicker. Most people will tell you, oh, he's just busy. She has her own life. And yes, people are busy, but don't confuse busyness with absence of interest. Interest shows up. Attention is never truly optional when desire is still active. If it's gone, it won't whisper. It will withdraw subtly, strategically, without confrontation. That's the unspoken psychology behind it. Now, I know you might be sitting there, frustrated, maybe hurt, maybe angry. And I get it, feeling unseen when you've given everything. It's infuriating. But here's the clarity. Being frustrated doesn't make them wrong. It doesn't make their silence a betrayal. It's just natural human behavior. People are wired to seek novelty, validation, and power in subtle ways. And when someone senses they could have more elsewhere, they test it quietly. The first test? Ignoring. No words. No confrontation, just space. I want you to notice something else. This isn't about punishment. It's not about teaching them a lesson. It's about awareness. Once you see it, the subtle withdrawal, the lack of attention, the shift in energy, you can recognize it early. You can stop spinning your mind in circles. You can understand that silence is not a negotiation. It's a statement, and it's not personal, even if it feels like it is. Let me give you a reality check. Chasing someone who has already mentally moved on is like trying to hold water in your hands. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. Desire doesn't work under pressure. Attraction fades when attention is forced, and yet so many people keep doing it. Texting, messaging, explaining, apologizing, the truth? It rarely brings them back. It rarely changes the course. All it does is reinforce their quiet decision. Here's the part that hits hardest. Most people want drama. They want confrontation. They want a fight, a confession, a reason. But real life doesn't always give you that. Sometimes the most profound shifts are silent. And once it's silent, once attention is gone, the mind has already started the replacement process. Not because they don't care. Not because love isn't real, but because human attention is finite. Desire doesn't wait for loyalty. It follows stimulus, curiosity, challenge, and absence of attention is the first domino to fall. So what do you do with this knowledge? Not anger. Not despair, awareness, calm recognition, understanding that someone ignoring you isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of human nature, of incentives, of shifting priorities. It's a signal, not a verdict. And when you see the signal, you adjust. You protect your energy, you don't chase the fading shadow. You acknowledge it, learn from it, and step forward with your presence intact. Think about that for a second. The moment you stop spinning, stop overanalyzing, stop begging for attention, that's when you actually regain control. Because the power was never in them ignoring you. The power was in your response to it. Your calm, grounded presence is worth more than any fading text, any delayed reply, any quiet withdrawal. So the next time he doesn't text back, don't panic, don't invent excuses. Don't torture yourself over the silence. See it, understand it, accept it, and let it be a mirror. Not of rejection, but of reality. Because reality is always clearer than hope, louder than wishful thinking, and far more useful than chasing something that's quietly moving on. And maybe, if you let it, you start noticing the patterns earlier. You stop investing where attention is leaving. You stop confusing quiet with mystery, absence with intrigue, and you finally hold your energy where it actually matters. Where desire is active, alive, and fully present.